Guys, let me tell you something most men never realize. Within the first 30 seconds of meeting you, women have already made 8 silent judgments about who you are. 8. And the wild part, most of you have absolutely no clue what we're really evaluating. These aren't random opinions. They're split-second psychological assessments that decide whether we see you as confident and desirable or as just another face that fades into the background. You think you're just walking into a room, shaking hands, maybe smiling, but to us we're reading everything. The way you move, your tone, your stillness, your energy. If you've ever wondered why some men effortlessly draw female attention while others seem completely invisible, it's because of these 8 unconscious signals that women notice instantly long before a single word is spoken. 1. How you enter a room. This one sets the stage for everything. The moment you step into any space, whether it's a party, a meeting, or a simple coffee shop, we're already building our first impression of you. And it happens in under 3 seconds. Here's what we're really watching for. Are you grounded and centered, or do you slip in like you're hoping nobody notices you? Because the truth is, there's a massive difference between a man who walks with calm authority and one who shuffles like he doesn't belong. When you walk in with measured, deliberate steps, shoulders relaxed, spine straight, eyes calmly scanning the space, you're not just entering a room, you're owning it. Science backs this up. Studies in social psychology show that people form lasting impressions within milliseconds of seeing someone. And once that impression forms, it's nearly impossible to reverse. So when you walk in like a man who knows he deserves to be there, you immediately trigger 2 deep reactions in a woman's mind: respect and curiosity. But here's the kicker most men miss. We're not just watching you, we're watching how the room reacts to you. Do people subtly turn toward you? Do they make space without you asking? Do eyes shift in your direction when you arrive? That's what we call social proof. And women notice it instantly, because your energy doesn't just affect you, it affects how others move around you. And we pick up on that faster than you can imagine. So before you say a single word, your entrance is already whispering one of 2 things. Here's a man who commands attention, or here's a man hoping not to be noticed. And that unspoken message right there sets the tone for every interaction that follows. But once you've entered the room, there's something else we tune into immediately: your voice. Because it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And a single sentence can reveal more about your confidence than your entire appearance. To your voice. Listen, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Most men have no idea how powerful their voice actually is. A deep, relaxed, steady tone doesn't just sound good. It hits a woman's subconscious like music. It signals confidence, maturity, and emotional control. Here's the biological truth. Women are hardwired to respond to lower, calmer vocal frequencies because they subconsciously signal testosterone and stability, 2 ancient cues of safety and strength. But it's not just about being deep. It's about being deliberate. Men who speak slowly, clearly, and let their words breathe project power without ever raising their volume. A confident man never rushes his words. He makes silence do the heavy lifting. When you slow down, when you drop your tone slightly at the end of a sentence, you create a subtle magnetic pull, a private rhythm that draws her attention closer. It's intimate. It's steady. It's commanding without being loud. And here's the secret. Most guys never realize if you lower your tone while softening your volume, it sends quiet sexual undertones that we absolutely notice. It's like you've just whispered something meant only for her. And that small shift changes everything. 3. Your posture. When you think no one's watching, any man can stand tall when eyes are on him. But the real confidence test happens when you think no one's paying attention. We're watching your body language in those quiet in-between moments. When you're scrolling your phone, standing in line, or waiting at the bar. Relaxed open posture equals confidence. Slouched closed or fidgeting posture equals insecurity. It's that simple, but it's unbelievably revealing. When your shoulders are loose, your chest is open, your limbs relaxed. It tells us you're comfortable in your own skin. You don't need to prove confidence. You embody it. Women have razor-sharp instincts for detecting performed versus authentic behavior. We know when you're puffing your chest out for show, and when your ease comes from real self-belief. You don't need to pose. You don't need to dominate the space. What's truly attractive is that quiet, effortless stability, the kind that says, I'm at home anywhere I go, for your facial reactions while listening. Now this separates men who just talk from men who connect. Women are hypersensitive to micro expressions, those tiny unconscious facial shifts that flash for half a second. We're reading your face the entire time you're listening. A calm, present face with subtle emotion. A faint smirk, a raised eyebrow, a genuine flash of curiosity shows confidence and awareness. It says, I'm here. I'm engaged. I can handle whatever energy you bring. But overreacting, fake smiling, or staring blankly instantly kills attraction because it tells us you're either disconnected or trying too hard to please. When you truly listen, not just wait for your turn to talk, it radiates maturity. A man who stays present in conversation shows emotional depth, and that is magnetic. We're silently measuring your self-control and empathy by how your face responds to emotion. If you can hold eye contact, react genuinely, and stay composed, we see you as grounded, powerful, and emotionally intelligent. That's rare, and rare is irresistible. I know right now you're probably wondering, how do I know if women are actually noticing these things about me in a good way? That's exactly why I created the free guide, 25 Forbidden Signals She's Secretly Into You. It breaks down the subtle cues most men completely miss, like the micro-lean she does when you speak, the eye contact pattern that means she's hooked, and the specific smile that's basically her saying, keep going. Each signal comes with what it means and exactly how to respond, so you'll never have to guess. Again, grab it in the description below and start reading women like an open book. Now back to the psychology behind what we instantly notice next. 5. How you handle silence. Most men fear silence. They rush to fill it as if quiet means they've lost control. But what most don't realize is that comfort in silence is one of the strongest indicators of inner confidence. Think about it. When there's a pause in conversation, do you panic, cracking a joke, or asking random questions just to break the tension? Or do you stay calm? Maybe lock gentle eye contact, give a slow nod, and let the moment breathe, because that's what real presence feels like. When a man can stay still in the silence, it's not emptiness, it's gravity. Women feel that energy. It tells us you're not desperate to impress or terrified of awkwardness. You're grounded, self-assured. You control the rhythm instead of chasing it. Science agrees. Studies show that people who are comfortable with silence are perceived as more socially intelligent and emotionally mature. You're signaling that you don't fear judgment. You're at ease simply existing. And in that quiet space, something powerful happens. Tension. The kind of tension that makes us lean in, wondering what you'll say next. That's attraction born out of composure, not chatter. 6. How you stand when you're waiting. Here's a detail almost every man overlooks. How you stand when you're doing nothing. Whether it's waiting for a drink, an elevator, or just scrolling your phone, your body is broadcasting your confidence level louder than you realize. A man who stands balanced, one foot slightly forward, shoulders relaxed, looks anchored. He's centered. He belongs wherever he is. But when you cross your arms, fidget, or hide your hands in your pockets, you unconsciously signal defensiveness. And women pick that up immediately. We call this your idle posture. It's your unconscious state when no one's demanding a performance. And it tells us who you are. When the mask is off, men who can just be still, not rigid, not restless, radiate quiet control. They don't need to perform for attention. Their stability creates it. Next time you're standing alone somewhere, check your stance. Are your shoulders down and open? Are your hands visible? Are you breathing slowly? Because women are watching that, even if it's just for a second. And that second might be the difference between seeming anxious or magnetic. 7. How others react to you. This one is massive because no matter what you think you're showing us, we're also watching how the world responds to you. We notice when people make space for you, when friends glance your way before making decisions, when a server is slightly more attentive, or strangers give you that extra beat of respect. These micro interactions form your social proof, and it's one of the most powerful psychological triggers of attraction. Humans are social animals. We take cues from how others value someone. If the room treats you like a high-value man, we subconsciously align with that perception. But remember, this isn't about dominance or arrogance. It's about presence. That calm magnetism that quietly pulls attention without demanding it. You've seen it before. That one man who walks into a room and somehow the entire energy shifts. He doesn't need to talk loudly or brag. His composure influences the space. And we notice instantly when we see others reacting positively to you. Our subconscious tells us if the world respects him, he must be someone worth respecting. That's why your social energy matters just as much as your appearance or words. Because attraction isn't just about how you look, it's about how you affect everything around you. But the real test, the one that separates men we respect from men we can't trust, comes when things don't go smoothly. How do you handle pressure, chaos, or confrontation? Because when the moment heats up, that's when your true power or insecurity shows. Let's talk about that. 8. How you handle social pressure. This last one, it's everything, because this is where your true confidence is revealed. When life stops following your script, we're watching you closely when something uncomfortable happens. A delay, an interruption, a rude person cutting in line, an awkward silence that lingers too long. And here's the truth. In that exact moment, most men give themselves away. Some overreact, defensive, irritated, trying to reclaim control through force. Others freeze, shrink back, nervous, hoping someone else takes charge. But the rare man, the one who stays cool, smiles slightly, and redirects with ease, that man stands out from the crowd. Why? Because composure under pressure is emotional leadership. And women are biologically wired to feel safe around men who stay calm when others panic. When you handle stress with humor or patience, you're sending a very primal signal. I can protect peace even when there's chaos. That's the energy of stability. That's what makes a woman trust you. Not because you're perfect, but because you don't lose control when life tests you. Remember this. Overreaction equals insecurity. Composure equals power. When you stay grounded, when you don't let small inconveniences shake you, we imagine what it would feel like to be in your world. Because if you can stay calm in chaos, you'll likely stay calm in love, in arguments, in the moments that matter. That's the psychology of reliability. And in female attraction, reliability is irresistible. All 8 of these signals, your voice, your stance, your reactions, your presence, are really measuring one thing: authentic confidence, not fake swagger, not practiced charm, not the guy pretending to be alpha, but the man who moves through life with quiet certainty, who's at peace with himself, who doesn't need to prove anything, because he is something you can't fake. That energy, you can't memorize it from a book or copy it from another man. It's something you build through awareness, discipline, and emotional control. And when you have it, women feel it before you even speak. That's the psychology that separates the forgettable from the unforgettable. Look, I know this might feel like a lot to process, but here's the truth. You're probably already doing some of these things naturally. The key is to become aware of them so you can amplify what's already working. Next time you walk into a room, don't overthink it. Just observe yourself. Is your voice relaxed? Are your shoulders open? Can you stay calm and silence? Those small shifts build massive presence over time. When you start mastering these 8 details, you don't just get noticed, you get remembered. If this video opened your eyes, hit that like button and subscribe to Dark Psychology, where we decode the hidden side of attraction, confidence, and human behavior. Join thousands of men learning to control their emotions, command attention without force, and radiate the kind of presence that women can't ignore. Remember, you don't chase respect, you command it. This is Amelia, and I'll see you in the next video.